Last week we set out from Ibiza in stormy weather. This week we sail across the western Mediterranean on our way to the famous port of Gibraltar. We're hoping for some good sailing weather, but the skies look ominous.
The water is sort of mirroring the sky this morning. It doesn't have its typical blue-green tinge, or even sometimes we get like a navy or cobalt look to it as we head to sea. It's got this sort of gray slate color this morning. Well, I'll take that as a good omen for our journey. A rainbow as we're leaving Ibiza. It's cold and dreary and raining outside, so we are huddled up inside today on our first day of our 3 or 4 day journey to Gibraltar. The kids are doing schoolwork and I'm doing a little mending. It has been non-stop rain and storms since we left Ibiza. It is about 9 in the morning now. I just got up from my sleep, my morning sleep after my last night watch. Greeted to thunderstorms, lightning, thunder, and big waves, and a dark, ominous sky ahead of us. And we've been constantly debating. The wind is great, perfect wind conditions to get the code D out. But with that big storm over there, it is so unpredictable, we're not gonna risk it to get our big sail out. And at the moment, we're just motoring along. We are wrapping up day 2 of our voyage to Gibraltar, and I'm so excited because the sun is out. We are getting set up here for a beautiful sunset, and it's finally dry. There are no thunderstorms in the forecast, and the wind is light, but it's coming from behind us. We've got the beautiful Code D out, and it is hopefully going to be a nice and restful evening.
2 days down, 2 days to go on our journey from the Balearics to Gibraltar. Man, that first night is always rough for me. I just have trouble going to sleep. I end up inevitably getting very little sleep. But then the second night, I'm so overly tired that after a grumpy day, I get a great night's sleep. So here I am, well rested, ready for the rest of this trip. Coast of Spain sliding by behind me. We'll hug the coast the rest of the way to stay out of the current that comes through the Strait of Gibraltar. Not yet in Orca territory, very little wind. Unfortunately, we're motoring, but it's calm and lovely out here. After a couple cloudy days, we'll get some sun into our batteries via the solar panels, and can't complain.
It is the morning of day 4 on our journey from Ibiza to Gibraltar, and it is gorgeous this morning. This has been one of the easiest passages we have done in a long time. We've had less wind than we would have liked, but it has been calm and peaceful and just beautiful. The first few days, I guess, were a bit rainy and stormy, but it's made up for it the last few days with just this sort of tranquility that you can't beat. And the beauty here along the south coast of Spain is gorgeous. What are you working on?
Oh, I am working on Greek myths. Today I'm writing about Ares and Athena. Yes.
And how's the passage been for you so far?
It's been great. Yeah, the first few days were a bit rough, but it's been sunny and lovely and gorgeous for the last 2 days.
Let's see what Kyron's up to. There he is. Hey, bud. What's going on with you? You're getting so tall. Hi. You look sleepy.
Yeah.
How'd you sleep last night?
Bad.
Bad? Why bad?
I was up until like 2.
Why? Oh, because you're reading. You're reading a exciting, adrenaline-pumping book, huh? How's the passage been?
Kind of boring.
Yeah. Last night, there was some sort of an explosion from land, and spiders have been sending out their webs, casting them into the wind. There goes one just right now in the water. And some of them have gotten tangled on our boat. The standing rigging and the front of the boat are covered with these silky strands of spider webs. I don't know if that's gonna come across in the camera. We've even seen some floating in the water. That is crazy. I mean, we are miles from shore here, and their webs have gotten tangled in our mast and the rigging on the boat. Super, super crazy. Nate said he even saw an actual spider attached to one flying through the air. Wicked wild, crazy. We've seen some awesome things. See anything cool?
Yes, the whole thing's cool.
There are so many organisms in this world to be grateful for. They all are doing their job and are so important to the health of the ecosystem. And it's just awesome on these clear days to be able to get a glimpse into that world that we normally don't see. We have been exposed here in the last few days to so many unique organisms that I've never seen before. These spider webs that are just glittering up our boat in the sparkled sunshine, and these like luminescent jellyfish that are going by. It's just been awesome. Dolphins, birds. Anyway, sometimes I just feel like I can't contain all the love and gratitude that's in my heart for all the things that are in this beautiful, beautiful world. And so blessed that we get to be out here on the ocean, a part of it all. There's a big family of dolphins right here. They're just lazily just drifting along the surface, but they don't want to come and say hi. They're busy eating all the jellyfish. Quite a blanket.
One stitch at a time.
Hold it up. Can you see it? Wow, that's amazing. First knitting project.
First knitting project. It's pretty big.
You're a determined soul.
Yes, that's a safe statement at this point. Well, I don't like going into new ports at night. At this point, there's a few instances where we've had to do it, but what I really don't want to do is Gibraltar. You won't be able to see it, but it is just a sea of lights. Land on both sides. You can see Morocco from here, Spain, Gibraltar, and then there's a ship fleet moored, big cargo ships that were approaching as well. And it is just impossible to distinguish anything. Totally rely on an AIS. There's a sailing vessel that's a mile in front of us, and I can't see it. I can't pick out what lights are its versus the background noise. So it's going to be light in a couple hours. I'm going to slow down a little bit. We're going to go in the light. I'm not going to go in here in the dark. But even here, we're about 15 miles out, and it is just intimidating. It is just starting to get light. Ships everywhere. Won't see the sun for another hour. Very close to Gibraltar. Going slow, purposely. And there are dolphins just breaking the surface of the water behind me. It's really cool. I can just barely make them out in the light, but it's neat. There are these little fishing vessels behind me. They're lit, not on AIS. Hope they're avoiding me as much as I'm avoiding them. Still pre-dawn, but there she is, the rock. Gonna round the corner into the bay here in a few minutes. Gibraltar, lots of history. Being at this for so long, so many miles, so many empty miles of ocean, really makes the contrast stark when you come into a place like Gibraltar, like Singapore, like Panama City. It really, I don't know how to say it. It's like coming through a crossroads where so many before and so many after you will come through. And just the energy, the feel, like you feel like, oh, here I am, I'm one of those big places from the maritime community perspective. Gibraltar's certainly one of those, and it feels like it coming in, and lots of boat traffic around.
This is the best welcome party ever. A huge and super friendly pod of dolphins is guiding us into Gibraltar. That they love it here. You would think that it would be too much.
Too much or too dirty.
Yeah.
But it's cool that it's neither.
Yeah. What a beautiful little creature, all purple and gelatinous, and just literally going with the flow. They don't have brains, they don't have eyes. People tend to be so afraid of jellyfish, but all they're doing is just floating along, going with the current. I think they're pretty darn cool.
Banana bread.
Eiley and I are down in the galley tonight making some warm and cozy banana bread. We're gonna have a family football watching evening and end it with some homemade desserts and some ice cream. That is some tightly packed brown sugar.
It's a bit much. What's the difference between baking powder and baking soda?
That is a good question that many people do not know the answer to.
Yeah.
Your mother being one of them.
I mean, they look the same, they sound the same.
That's true.
Join us next week as we explore the Spanish town of La Linea and then cross the border into Gibraltar. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Life is good here on Scout.